dude, Alan, I think that might explain why we're in good long-term relationships. Now, hear me out. Now, we're literally like, we're very nice to our, like, Alan is a gentleman. Like, but like, you see us, like, we're kind of hard-headed.
Right.
Fucking my whole image up. Jesus.
Dude, Alan, dude. Like, you and I, well, we are like, I'm okay saying I'm a simp with my wife. I'm simpy. But at the end, I'm simpy. Is that a word, simpy? I'm simpy.
See, but I don't think you can be a simp towards like your girlfriend or your wife. I think
yeah, let's get into that.
Okay, yeah, I don't think you can be a simp for your girlfriend or your wife because you already have a relationship with them. You already fucking them. So you're not looking for that validation. Now, if she doesn't want to be with you anymore and she's not fucking you anymore and you're trying to win her back, that's when you become more of a simp. But if everything's on the up and up or you guys are stable, then you're not simping for your wife. That's just creating a healthy relationship, which is what we can also elaborate on. I tell a lot of men, yeah, you got to be masculine. You got to be stoic. You got to be in your frame. But at the same time, if you want a relationship to work, you still have to show some empathy and some compassion and some generosity and kindness towards your lady.
Alan, can I take this forward one more? What do you consider, how would you define a healthy relationship?
A healthy relationship for me is a relationship that is built on trust, good communication, good conflict management, understanding, and just intimacy. Intimacy is a major part. Feeling like that person is your friend. You can be vulnerable with them. You trust them with information. You trust that they're loyal to you. They respect you. It's essentially about just having intimacy, and intimacy is an umbrella term for all the encompassing things that just make you feel comfortable with one another. You feel that you can be your complete self with that person. And a lot of times I tell guys that because guys miss the mark when they think they're supposed to be, callous and emotionally distant. And I'm not even like that in my relationships. When I date a woman and I'm fully invested, I'm much more receptive to the things that she says. I delegate. I ask her opinion and her perspective on things, and I take those things into consideration. I ultimately make the decision, but I still take those things into consideration because it's important that she feels value and she feels heard as well.
Well, I think that it's a great plan because a good marriage is a partnership. Like, I mean, it's almost like a business partnership, and for both Mark and his wife and myself and my wife, like our wives are integral parts of our businesses too. Like my wife is technically the CEO of our companies. That's why I'm called the MFing COO, right? But I just find like it's really refreshing to hear you say stuff like that because there's this whole manosphere thing going on where it's like these guys. It almost comes across like in the manosphere where it's if you are nice to a woman, if you're anything but like a total prick, it's like you're simping for them. And I thought your explanation was really, really good. But tell me where you think that that's coming from. Because while I think that modern women, now like the modern 25-year-olds, I think men and women in that age bracket got lots of fucking problems. But I don't think it's helping when these guys overvalue who they think they fucking are. And all of a sudden they're just, basically trying to make it about like what the woman can do for them, and they want high. I had somebody send me a message on the Twitter, and he was like, if you want to get high quality women, like first of all, my wedding ring is literally tattooed on me, you dumb fuck. But secondly, like you did no research. But secondly, like what do you even mean by a high quality woman? Because a high quality woman to me is somebody that makes me laugh, smile, will support me, will not try to undercut me, and just basically shows me that she wants me, and that's my wife, right? And I've been literally told by the Manosphere guys like, oh, you simp for your wife. Like, get the fuck, like, first of all, scoreboard, I'm married, you're single,
Right.
but secondly, where do you think that fucking came from? Like, and how do you think this younger generation, and I don't even know how old you are, but how do you think the younger generation is going to deal? Because if we don't start having babies and shit here soon, we might be in very serious trouble when it comes to population collapse. So how are we going to get it to the point where young men and young women, actual men and actual women, want to get together and raise babies in a healthy way? Like, how far away do you think that is? Like, where we can get kind of back on track with the nuclear family?
I actually did a reaction to that, and by the way, I'm 31, just so you fellas know.
Okay.
God damn, black
So-
meat crack. Jesus.
So
I look so bad. I look terrible.
you guys are in great shape. You guys are in great shape for your age.
No,
But,
I got a 22-year-old body and like a 97-year-old face, bro.
In my head, I'm trying to add up like, how the fuck did he get all this education? He's only like 21 or something. Like,
no, I'm 31.
I'm
31. But the first question you asked, how did we get here? Especially like Manosphere guys, a lot of the Manosphere guys, they have no skin in the game. They're guys on the outside looking in, and then they're regurgitating talking points from guys that they hear online. So they hear certain influencers say certain things, and then they just regurgitate that, and then it's like almost like cult-like to where they just repeat it, and it becomes a part of their identity without them actually having much experience with women to know that that's not how you actually have to be with women if you want a relationship to work. That's how you can tell, because any guy who speaks like that has never been in a relationship, or he has, and a woman did something to him, and he just overgeneralizes now to the point to where he treats every woman like she's the worst case scenario without actually getting to know her. And in regards to the nuclear family, I think we're pretty far away from that, because independence and individuality is steadily trending upward. You know, they've made it to where women can now prioritize their education and prioritize their careers, and that's literally what they're doing. I just saw a study from Pew Research. I did a video on it where they found that the majority of women say that a fulfilling life comes from them having a career that they like and having a strong social network, whereas marriage and family are the least desired. And another study said that they actually, if they had to rate their ideal sequence of relationship events, like how would they want a relationship to go, it would be meet the guy's family, have sex, then move in together, then get a house, then get married, then have a kid. So in hypothetically, it makes sense. You know, that's kind of the way you want to do it. But the problem is, when they prioritize their career, by the time they're ready to get a house, they're 35, 36 years old. That's geriatric pregnancy. So you can't even start a family without it being high risk.